I'm going to show how you can apply shell voicings to a jazz standard like Autumn Leaves. Shell voicings are 3-note chords that sound especially nice in jazz and blues. If you've never played shell voicings before, I have an entire video on that topic. I'll leave a link in the description. In general, we want to play our chords all in the same area of the fretboard or keep them moving in the same direction. That's not always going to be possible, but that's the general guideline we'll try to stick through as we go through this. And as we do go through this, we're going to first plan where to play our root notes, then figure out which shell voicings go with those root notes, and then play the song line by line. The two most common keys for Autumn Leaves are E minor and G minor. We're going to do this in the key of E minor, although once you understand how to use shell voicings, you can play this in any key you like. Our first chord is A minor 7, so we need to find an A to serve as our root note on either string 5 or string 6. There's an A at the 12th fret on the 5th string, and there's another A at the 5th fret on the 6th string, and that's where we're going to start. Because our root note is on string 6, we'll use the 6th string minor 7 shell voicing to play an A minor 7. Next we have a D7, so we need to find a D root note close to that. The closest one is also at the 5th fret on the 5th string. And because our new root note is on the 5th string, we'll play our 5th string dominant 7 shell voicing for the D7. And next we have a G major 7, so we need to find a close G root note. The closest one is 3rd fret, string 6. Now we're back on the 6th string, so we'll play our 6th string major 7 shell voicing. And then we move to a C major 7. The closest C to that G is also on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So we're playing another major 7 shell voicing, but this time with the root on string 5. So we have A minor 7, D7, G major 7, C major 7. Next we have an F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Now the closest F sharp is on the 2nd fret of the 6th string. However, if we keep playing through this progression, we're going to run out of room, so we're going to need to reset. You'll find that these progressions move you left and left and left until you're out of room on the guitar, so you will need to go up the neck and reset a little bit. The beginning of a phrase is usually a really good time to reset. So instead of playing our F sharp root note on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, we're going to play this F sharp as our root note on fret 9 of the 5th string. And because our root note is on the 5th string, we'll use this shape for our minor 7 flat 5. Now this is the same shape you would use for a minor 7. Remember that with these shell voicings, we're playing just a few notes of the chord. For the most part, we're playing the root, the 3rd, and the 7th, or the 6th if it's some sort of a 6th chord. So in this particular shape, there's no 5 to flat. We have an F sharp minor 7 flat 5, but there's no 5 to flat. So we can get away with using this form whether we're playing an F sharp minor 7 or an F sharp minor 7 flat 5. So this is our F sharp minor 7 flat 5. We have a B7 next. We need to find a close B for our root note, and there's one right there at the 7th fret on the 6th string. And because our root note is on the 6th string, we'll play our 6th string dominant 7 shell voicing. And then we have an E minor 6, so of course we need to find our root note E, and there's a very close E also at the 7th fret on the 5th string. And because our root note is on the 5th string, we'll play our 5th string minor 6 shell voicing. So F sharp minor 7 flat 5, using this form that works for minor 7s or minor 7 flat 5s. B7, E minor 6. As far as the chords go, the next two lines are identical to the two lines we just went over, so this gives us a good opportunity to play through all of that and see what it sounds like all together. The next two lines, we have most of the same chords, just in a little different order. Back to the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, the way we played it before. And then a B7 flat 9. Now it says B7 flat 9, but when we're playing these shell voicings, that flat 9 doesn't really matter that much. What we care about is the B7 part of that chord. Because again, we're playing parts of these chords. In this case, we're playing the root, the third, and the seventh. The flat 9 does not come into play. So the same B7 we played before, and the same E minor 6 we played before, same A minor 7 we played before, same D7, and same G major 7. Then we reset, go back up to that F sharp minor 7 flat 5 again, back to that B7 flat 9, which again we're just playing as B7. And then we have a little something different here. So E minor 7 to E flat 7, D minor 7 to D flat 7. The root for our E minor 7 will be the same root as we played with the E minor 6. That's going to be string 5, fret 7. And then we're going to go down chromatically, or fret by fret. So there's my E. E flat will be at the 6th fret. D will be at the 5th fret. D flat at the 4th fret. So now we just need to figure out what shapes to play with those. Back up to our E minor 7 with the root there on the 5th string, 7th fret. This is on the 5th string, so we'll play this minor 7 shell voicing with the root on the 5th string. And then to an E flat 7. So we place our root note on that E flat and play the dominant 7 shell voicing with the root on the 5th string. Next we go to D minor 7. So same shape as we played for our E minor 7, but now we're placing our root note on the D, 5th fret. And then D flat 7, same shape we played for the E flat 7, that dominant 7 shell voicing on the 5th string, except now we're placing a root note on the D flat. So let me go back and play from the F sharp minor 7 flat 5 again at the beginning of this line, to the B7, and then this really cool little sequence. Then back to the same F sharp minor 7 flat 5 we've been playing all along, same B7 we've been playing, and the same E minor 6. Once you've figured out how you're going to play all those chords, go ahead and play through the song, play it nice and slowly. It's more about finding chords than it is speed at this point, and play any pattern you like. I've been doing hybrid picking all along, so I'll hybrid pick, but you could easily just do all strums or some kind of finger picking pattern. But I will be doing hybrid picking, adding some bass notes in there. And as I go through the song, I'm not going to sing or play the melody, mainly for copyright reasons. I don't want a copyright strike. I will, however, just kind of say the words for reference. The falling leaves drift by the window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. A really good way to practice shell voicings is to get yourself a copy of the real book and play through a different song every day. And do the same process we just did with Autumn Leaves. First plan where to play your root notes, figure out what shell voicings go with those root notes, and then play through the song nice and slow. At first this is going to take a lot of planning, but this does become more automatic with time and practice. If you're looking for a step-by-step approach to shell voicings, check out my book, 3-Note Jazz Guitar Chords. I'll leave a link for that in the description. And for more guitar lessons, please subscribe.